contest scheduled for one fall is for the World Heavyweight Championship. Introducing first, accompanied by Nature Boy Ric Flair from Greenwich, Connecticut, weighing 272 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Triple H.
Well, it is game time. It is time to determine the World Heavyweight Championship. And I'll tell you one thing, of all the great men that Triple H has defeated in his illustrious career here in the WWE, I don't think any of them have ever really intimidated the game like I perceive that Scott Steiner has intimidated our world's champion.
I agree with you, JR. I think that's what's behind these. Well, this was the arm wrestling match. That phony pose down, that thing was more rigged than an American Idol show. And then the weightlifting contest, all of these things were brought on by intimidation. And I think that, well, you've heard that the phrase desperate men do desperate things, and I think those were desperate measures done by Triple H because he's desperately afraid of Big Poppa Pump.
15,338 fans here tonight has sold out the Fleet Center here in Boston. Tickets selling out almost immediately after going on sale. It is a frigid night outside here in the northeast part of the United States, but boy, it is hot in here now because I think there's a capacity full of folks here that really believe that Scott Steiner is going to overpower the game tonight and leave here as the new world champion.
Holler if you hear me. Introducing the challenger from Detroit, Michigan, weighing 275 pounds, Big Poppa Pump, Scott Steiner.
Scott Steiner grew up in Bay City, Michigan, a two-time wrestling All-American at the University of Michigan. Has not made a Rumble event appearance in 9 years.
Look at that.
That's scary.
Look at that. That's unbelievable. Freakzilla. Oh my gosh. Nate, you're going to have to pull out all the stops tonight. You are going to have to be the dirtiest player in the game if you're going to save Triple H's title. Because I think it's going to take more than what Triple H is bringing to the table tonight.
Well, that's why we had the match. But you're right. The dirtiest player in the game, Ric Flair, knows what it means for the game to keep that world title around the game's chiseled waist. It means prestige and money.
You got that right. And don't get me wrong, when I said earlier that Triple H is desperately afraid of Scott Steiner, I don't think he fears the man in that sense of the word. I don't think he fears Scott Steiner personally. But I think that Triple H he's unsure of himself for the first time when he faces Freakzilla. Because I don't think even Triple H knows what that man, Scott Steiner, is capable of. With those huge arms. How strong are those arms, JR?
Well, that's, I don't know.
I don't know, and I don't think Triple H knows. And that's what's got him worried.
Scott Steiner, as we think, as we surmise, has a psychological advantage going into this match.
Okay, guys, this match is for the world's title. I know how you are, and I know how you are. I'm not putting up with any crap from you, or you. Mr. McMahon says that I'm the law in here. That's why I'm calling right down the middle. Let's act professionally, and good luck to both of you guys. You understand? Okay.
Can't make it any plainer than that.
Earl Hebner asserting himself here early. He will have his hands full, no doubt about it. This is a very emotional challenger, and even perhaps more emotional champion, with the fact that his world title is on the line.
Look at the game. You know, he is the cerebral assassin. The gum chewing, the smirk on his face, all that is part of his attempt at intimidation. But it ain't working.
Game through the first right hand, and now he's paying for it from the challenger. The game's got to try to, there you go, try to maneuver Scott Steiner off off that powerful base, but as soon as I said that, the game just knocked down.
What does Nate think of that? First man knocked off his feet. Keep that in mind. Was Triple H.
Exchanging right hands. Steiner comes with those knife-edge chops. Loving forearm by Steiner. Steiner, as we said, had a great amateur background, but he has a very short fuse as well. Steiner's got to be very much aware.
Look at this.
He's just dominating Scott Steiner.
Dominating.
Steiner's got to be very aware to not get too emotionally caught up in this match.
Freakzilla says he's the man. So far, I don't think anybody can doubt him.
Everybody's setting a little early. Scott Steiner, they're coming.
Look at this!
There's his power. Wow, that's got to be very intimidating for anyone, especially when your world title is at stake. And Triple H rolling out of bounds here to stop this offensive onslaught of Scott Steiner.
I don't know if this is a good move. Well, it may be a good move. I don't know. Don't give Triple H any time to recuperate or recover.
Let's also remember that Steiner cannot win this match via disqualification or countout. The challenger must pin or make the champion submit to get what he wants.
Look at those big right hands. Those are just clubbing blows, JR. And the way Freakzilla was clubbing Triple H earlier in the back, and then those chops to the chest, and then a hard club to the back. Wow.
Roll back in to break the referee's 10 count. Steiner certainly does not want to be counted out here. He gets so wrapped up in punishing the world's champion that he allows that to happen.
Referee's up to a count of 5.
Again, Steiner working that lower back of the game. Steiner has that submission maneuver he calls the Steiner recliner that we may see in this contest.
Look at this.
A lot of power. Triple H being suplexed outside, back in. Covered by Steiner. The hook with the leg. Steiner didn't really get the leg cinched up like I think he probably wanted it, and the game was able to kick out.
Well, as I said, you know, the Triple H, he is the cerebral assassin, and there's the nature boy, dirtiest player in the game. And it was obvious early on when Triple H came out here, chewing the gum, the smirk. He was trying to intimidate Big Poppa Pump, but it has not worked.
Steiner focusing on that back moments ago. It has really dominated the game here. This early going, another hard Irish whip. Again, putting more pressure on the lower back of the world's heavyweight champion.
I'm amazed at what I'm seeing. Let's face it, Steiner he's taking Triple H apart here.
That Steiner's a load of concrete, let me tell you. He is a powerhouse. And you got to wonder how this will go if it goes into the latter part of this matchup, in the late rounds, if you will. Steiner now looking to set back on Triple H. Setting back in that.
He can have him.
That Boston Crab in the game, powering out. That's taking a lot of strength out of the game just to keep his back straight and not let it get arched. He's in the ropes now. Steiner's got to break in does. Steiner those elbows. Hard elbows right in the neck and the ear of the game. And Ric Flair has got to be having some very anxious moments right
He's
now.
got to be wondering what's it going to take to turn this thing around. Something needs to happen quick to change the momentum. But I don't see anything in the future happening. Wait a minute. Oh, that could do it. Look at that.
Steiner blocked that face buster, or it really had no effect on
I
him.
think it had no effect. I don't think he blocked it.
Bear hug by Steiner. Again, squeezing that lower back of Triple H. Steiner not wasting any motion here now. Focusing on that lower back and punishing the world's heavyweight champion.
Those python-like arms just squeezing the breath and maybe the life out of Triple H.
Triple H raking the eyes.
Desperate move, desperate man.
And right
Again, he got him again.
God, a belly to belly. Overhead suplex. Steiner looking for the cover. Steiner got a near fall. I just don't think Steiner is in a position, either of those covers, to really cinch up like I think we're going to see.
Hey, look at that.
Look at Flair pulling the game out of the ring before Steiner can get in that Steiner recliner.
Now he's denying it. I'd deny it too if I were you. Freakzilla's after you.
Scott Steiner's got to stay focused on his opponent, not Ric Flair.
You're right. I think he's got it back under control now. Not a good move for Steiner to even be out on the floor. He needs to stay in the ring if he wants to win this world championship.
Bottom line, Steiner cannot win the world title outside the ring. Is that simple?
Oh my God!
Steiner's own momentum took him right into that big right boot of the champion.
What a move. That, JR, was a momentum changer. That may have broken Steiner's nose.
At least Triple H bought himself a little bit of time from having his back assaulted.
That would have knocked any human being completely out. Steiner, even Freak Zilla's groggy after that move.
Triple H now finally has the momentum here.
Watch this again. Let's. Oh my God.
Steiner got his headlights dim for sure. And now the game with the advantage. Throwing Steiner to the outside. Again,
Now watch.
Steiner, right shoulder, smashing into those steel steps.
We're going to need some new steps.
Triple H again, it's almost, that was a desperate move there, just to allow Triple H to buy himself some more time. And Triple H will be very happy to win this match by count out.
Speaking of happy, all of a sudden, Nature Boy's beside himself. He's a big cheerleader now. He's got a big smile on his face.
Let's see if the Cerebral Assassin can capitalize after Steiner tasted the steel steps. If the game now can build on his momentum, and we're also going to see just how resilient Scott Steiner is.
Neck breaker.
Beautiful neck breaker. And the hook of the leg. He's got it secure, but Steiner, with all that amazing upper body strength, able to kick out.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. The momentum certainly did change. I didn't know if that was possible, but that big boot to the face that may have been a title saver for Triple H.
Maybe exactly right in the game.
Speaking of title saver,
Flair, that's Flair.
he's got the $1,000 Armani jacket
I
on.
don't care how much it costs. They got it at Men's Warehouse. It was against the rules, and Triple H and Flair working in concert. The referee can't call what he doesn't see.
That jacket didn't come from Men's Warehouse, I guarantee it. Oh, miss.
And
Look out.
Triple H again avoided that clothesline. Caught another neck breaker on Steiner. Got the cover again, and Steiner shoots that right shoulder off the canvas. Flair really getting into this match. Flair, among anyone here, knows what the world title means.
You hear Flair? You hear Flair? He's telling Triple H that Steiner's hurt. He senses it, and I think he's right. I think Steiner is hurt. I didn't think it was possible, but I think Steiner's hurt.
Triple H now again, robbing Steiner of that oxygen. Right on that bottom rope, and there's
Oh, look
Flair.
at him.
And Flair's gonna make sure he gets a little extra there. And again, the referee being detained, for a lack of a better term, by the world's champion. Triple H could see what was going on, but the referee could not.
Well, referee Earl Hebner said he's going to call this thing right down the middle. He needs to keep his eyes on the action.
Another Irish whip. Here we go now.
Oh,
Triple
boy.
H loaded up that pedigree. Here comes that pedigree, but Steiner, my God, that upper body, he just broke the grip of the game.
They may break the game face. Yes!
And Triple H catapulted face first into the top turnbuckle. Oh! Steiner with a modified slam that was, almost into a suplex.
Oh, look, I told you, Steiner is hurt. Both these guys are hurt now.
A lot of heavy artillery being laid out by both men, a lot of high impact stuff by two powerhouses. And Steiner just muscled up the game.
He's still got that strength, incredible strength.
What the hell is, oh, wait a minute, look at the game, my God.
Speaking of strength,
That's a scary strength there. And the game with another neck breaker. Almost a diamond cutter there. Hook of the leg.
No.
And this time again, Steiner rolls off that right shoulder.
look at Flair. He's about to, he's going ballistic over there.
And Triple H showing a little bit of, I think this, I don't want to say disgust, but a little bit of impatience and maybe frustration is the word I'm searching for.
I think frustration is right. Flair screaming out instructions, telling Triple H what to do, but he's trying, believe me, he's trying, Nate.
Suplex by the game again. Both men have decided to focus on the lower back of their adversaries.
Oh, look at this. You want everybody to stand up? Why? He's like the biggest cheerleader.
Lights now, that sitting on that top turnbuckle. What's he going to do next? Steiner makes his way back up, and the game just got suplexed. He may have been suplexed right out of the world title. That is not what Flair. Flair's like a coach.
He can't believe it. But still, Big Poppa Pump is So much has been taken out of him. He needs to somehow mount this offensive here.
Both men now trading blows like this match started. And Steiner got the better of the situation then. He did on this occasion as well.
That's not a match that Triple H is going to win. Great big right hand with Big Poppa Pump.
You're not going to beat Steiner in a power match. And that's what Triple H is trying to wrestle thus far. And it has not worked.
Steiner seems like he gets pumped up now.
Oh my, again. Oh, how many suplexes is Scott Steiner going to deliver on the world's champion?
Starting to toss Triple H around like a rag doll.
And Steiner, those eyes are the eyes of a future world's champion. Steiner again with a belly-to-belly overhead.
3 in a row. Holler if you hear him.
I know Triple H is as tough as a $3 steak, but with Steiner suplexes, there's not a living human being that can withstand that for very much longer. Steiner using that hair, ramming the Game's head in the turnbuckle. And now belly-to-belly suplex. Another suplex. This could be all. It's got to be. No, it's not. The Game did not kick out. He lifted his shoulder off the canvas, and that was it.
I'm going to tell you something. It seems like sometimes I've just noticed a couple times in this match that with Steiner, the genetic freak is more intent.
He might get him here. Triple H trying to block that underhook, and he got most of the block.
Sometimes I think Steiner is more intent on just delivering pain than he is on beating Triple H.
Quick man again, the Game countered Steiner a few moments ago with the foot, this time the reverse elbow, and the Game now maybe out of desperation going up top for a high-risk move, and that obviously may not prove to be very productive. You gotta be kidding me. A superplex off the top turnbuckle. The Game's lower back, the cover, and he's got I can't believe the Game kicked out, but he certainly did. The referee in great position, and now the Game is wanting to get as far from his challenger as he can. The Game buying himself some significant time here. Wait a minute. Where the hell? Blair's got the world title belt, and he and the champion are leaving.
Now Big Poppa Pump's after him, hot on the trail. He's
Trying to knock him down, both Blair and the champion. Whoever's getting Triple H out of here.
Come on, Blair. I guess Blair wants some of the genetic freak.
They're trying to restrain Blair.
Watch your back, Big Poppa Pump. Watch your back. Look out. Oh!
Triple H trying a cheap shot with his world title championship belt. That was blocked by Steiner. Blair is absolutely livid.
Blair's going to get his head knocked off if he's not careful. Uh-oh. That championship belt opened Triple H's head like an envelope. Look at this.
Triple H is bleeding profusely at the hands of his own championship belt. And that's not going to do him any favors either.
Oh, my God.
Good God almighty. Scott Steiner has busted Triple H wide open here.
Now look at Flair going the other way. He sees Triple H's face. He don't want any of that, do you, Flair?
Tell you what, you got to hand it to the official. He's trying to keep this match in the ring and keep it going. Another belly-to-belly overhead suplex. I don't think I've ever seen so many suplexes in my life. And the Game is again trying to distance himself.
Now, you know what I think he's trying to do there? I think the same thing he was trying to do a few minutes. I think he's intentionally trying to get counted out.
My gosh, I think you're right. And Scott Steiner
is trying to leave the arena.
Triple H now trying to go to the fans here to make an exit. Restrained again and caught by Scott Steiner.
I think the referee, Earl Hebner realizes that that's exactly what Triple H is trying to do. He's not counting him out. Uh-oh. This is not a good idea.
Scott Steiner was going to get disqualified here with that chair alone. A hard shot. The Game's head bouncing off the announce table down there. And first Triple H tries to leave the ring on one side and go back to the locker room, get counted out. He's trying it again on the other side of the ring now.
And then the referee intentionally didn't count because it was obviously an intentional count out. Look at this. now.
That's got to be intimidating.
That's insult to injury, isn't
That
it?
has got to be intimidating. The champion is bloody. He's been battered. He's been suplexed to death. And now Steiner is trying to open that cut up some more, those hard right hands.
But did you hear some of these fans? I mean, let's face it, Triple H is from Greenwich, Connecticut.
Where wants the match stop?
What?
Where wants the match stop because of the cut?
They are desperate now.
Where was imploring referee Earl Hebner to stop this match due to that laceration.
That's because if the referee stops the match now, that saves the title from Triple H.
Absolutely it does.
Just like a countout would.
Triple H backpedaling now. And Triple H he intentionally threw the referee out of the ring. That was absolutely intentional. And referee Earl Hebner
That's got to be a disqualification.
Gotta be. Here he is. He's gonna ring the bell. It's gonna be over.
Look at this! No, he's not gonna do it!
The referee's had second thoughts. He says, no, I'm not gonna disqualify you. I want you to wrestle.
He's on to you, Triple H. Everyone knows what you're doing.
And Scott Steiner blocking the game. Going to belly suplex. The game is trying to end this match. It's going to be end. Oh, no, it's not. All right. That was Scott Steiner was a half a second away from becoming the world's champion.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. Triple H trying to get counted out. He tried to get disqualified intentionally. He's trying to get the match stopped on account of blood. He's doing anything within his power. Now look at Flair.
And Triple H must know in his heart that on this night he cannot beat Scott Steiner. And that's a low blow.
Desperate men, desperate measures.
And Triple H now with a low blow. He's going to get it right here. He's going to, no, he's not. Steiner tired out. Low blow or not, Scott Steiner wants this world title so badly. He's going to suck it up, and that's exactly what the game's got to do. The game's got to suck it up, but where's he going now?
There's no, wait a minute.
Oh my God, you got to be kidding. Not the damn sledgehammer.
Girl, referee.
Triple H is bringing that weapon, that sledgehammer, into the ring.
Something's going to have to be done now.
The referee is saying no. To no avail. Running that gun with a sledgehammer. Triple H is using that weapon, and now the referee's calling for the bell. What else could he do? The referee finally was left with no alternative but to disqualify the game. Oh, come on, not now. Don't do it. You're going to crack his head open.
Look at her, Hebner.
Hebner trying to save Steiner from getting his skull cracked.
Or his spine smashed. Look out, there you go.
Triple H has been disqualified, and now they're fighting over the sledgehammer. And Steiner's got it. Oh, Steiner goes downstairs from the game. And Flair got it as well.
Cracker River, too.
Scott Steiner, my God, Scott Steiner with a sledgehammer as a weapon. But the game is going to retain his World's Heavyweight Championship via disqualification.
Yeah, but Triple H has paid a price tonight that he'll never forget.
I'll guarantee you one thing. If there is ever a rematch between these two, I think we know who's going to be favored. It's going to be Scott Steiner.
And Steiner
now with
not finished yet.
the Steiner recliner. The blood flowing down the face of the disqualified World's Heavyweight Champion, and there's no way out of this Steiner recliner.
I think Triple H is out. He is out cold.
These four referees, four grown men, trying to pull Scott Steiner off of the game.
Yeah, but look at that vice-like grip. You're not going to pull those pythons apart. Wait a minute. What is this?
General Manager Eric Bischoff.
Bishop's imploring him.
Bischoff begging Steiner to release the Steiner recliner from the bloody World's Heavyweight Champion. I'll tell you what, we said that Steiner had a psychological advantage in this slobber knocker coming in, he had a physical advantage as well.
Boy, and as I said a moment ago, you can look at it, you can tell Triple H has paid a price tonight like he has never paid in any match he's ever had. Will he ever be the same?
That's a great question. And will there ever be a rematch? And if there is, right there's a man that'll be favored in it.
Big Poppa Pump.
I have never seen the Cerebral Assassin manhandled and overpowered on almost every situation in this match.
Ric Flair laid out at ringside, maybe broken ribs. Triple H bloody, beaten, and